Alright, greetings all. Thank you for returning to my channel. I'm Professor Noonie. Allow me to welcome you back to Fight Night Champion, the Custom Boxers BareKnuckle tournament. We are moving down along the bracket. This will be Fight 5 of Round 1. If you missed our last fight, I recommend you go back to view it because I'm about to show the bracket as it stands currently. And it just may ruin it for you if you're not aware of the results of the previous fight. So I'll give you a few seconds to leave or pause this to go watch it. Alright, I assume that if you're still here, you already know. So let us take a look at the bracket as we see Hulk Hogan knocked out Headhunter, and I believe it was in the 9th round. He knocked him down twice before that. The third knockdown did him in for good. And as a result, Hulk Hogan moves on, and he will be fighting the Hulk in round 2. Still a battle of the H's, which is pretty funny. But right now we are going to call the fight for Adonis Johnson Creed versus Ving Rhames. I don't see any reason to further delay. Let's just hop into it. Settings are as they should be. I've already checked. This is This is a pretty interesting fight. Both of these people are, I guess if you, the way to put it would be Hollywood trained boxers. I still think it's going to be an interesting fight. And here we go, round 1 starts. Both of them come out charging, no fear whatsoever. Johnson gets a good counter punch in there. Hits him in. Ving Rhames already seems to be really weathered at the start of the first round. Takes a left uppercut by Creed. Tries to return one of his own. Creed backs up and blocks. Rhames trying to lay a good one into Johnson. Gets a good hit there. A couple good hits there to the face. Seems to be when he goes to the body, Creed is there to actually block. Attempts an uppercut, blocked by Creed. Creed takes a right uppercut. Still appears to be fine though. Creed counters with a jab, trying to keep Rhames in the corner. He circles out and now has Creed against the ropes. Both men don't appear to be doing much damage to the other right now. I mean, this still is the first round. It's pretty early on. But Rhames appears to be really wearing himself out with these giant swings. Most of them hitting air or Creed's forearms as he's successfully blocking them. Although I do see a cut on Creed's face. There is blood on his chest. You have to wonder if that's going to take a negative effect on him later on in the later rounds. So far, he appears to be doing okay. He is taking more hits, but at the same time, Rhames is tiring himself out. Unbelievable punch. Lean back. Out of the way of that body hook. Comes forward with the straight right jab. Lays Ving Rhames on the mat. That had to hurt. He hits him with a left body shot. Rhames tries to follow up with a right hook to the body. Creed leans out of the way and counterpunches with the beautiful straight right, laying him on the mat. What a flash KO. Let's see if Rhames can actually get up after that. He appears to be getting up at the count of 5. I have a feeling that he will definitely learn from that. Gets up and it hardly seems like he's been affected at all. What a great way to start the fight. Even with that big cut around his eye, his left eye, Creed still managed to hit a beautiful, beautiful counter straight right. Knocked Rhames onto the mat. He did get up at the count of 5 and was able to throw the fight back at Creed, showing that he is not hurt by that. His left eye does appear to be a little bit swollen. I wonder if that's going to affect Rhames later on. Start of round 2. Rhames still swinging. Creed is just playing real conservative, sort of like how Hogan was last fight. Rames is just swinging his heart out. Whether he hits air or Creed, he doesn't care. He is showing that I'm a wild thrower. Don't you dare walk in my space. Creed, on the other hand, is really careful with when he throws and what he throws. He's already cut, so he is taking that into consideration. Eats a body shot, but doesn't appear to be affected by it. Another counter punch, not as powerful as the one that put him down in the first round, but Rames doesn't appear to be playing any differently than how he was before. Or fighting, I should say. He doesn't appear to be fighting any different than how he was before. Creed keeping Rames away with those jabs. Rames is trying to clinch. Creed said, I don't think so. I feel fine. I'd like to keep fighting. Although he is eating a couple of left hooks and a right uppercut there. A right overhand, and now Creed seems to be backing off to try to recover. That cut on his head not doing him any service. Rames appears to love that right hand. Tries two strong hits. Both of them miss. Creed misses with the right straight and a right hook. Geez, both men are just throwing everything they have at each other. Rames really wearing himself out. But still able to block Creed's attacks. Nothing really significant getting through this round. Although it appears Rames has a cut now under his right eye. And his right eye appears to be swollen.
Woo! That is it. That's it. I need another round like that. Just like that, alright? Doing good.
Creed's trainer appears to be satisfied with Creed's performance, telling him he wants another round just like that. I have to say, Creed doesn't look in any worse shape than he has the previous 2 rounds. Rames, on the other hand, doesn't appear to be taking Creed's hits with as much grace as he did before. They appear to be affecting him much more this round. That could be as a result of him tiring himself out the first 2 rounds. Let's see if he has more in the gas tank. Both men miss with the left. Creed backs up to avoid that left hook to the body. Gets hit with the right overhand. Evades, getting hit with a couple good uppercuts by Rames. Both men missing their uppercuts that time. Creed appears to be trying to find that same magic he did in the first round with countering with straight rights. Going to the body, a couple of jabs and straights. Rames tries to return the favor with heavier shots, but just hits nothing but air. He definitely needs to be wary of his condition, as hits like that do take much more damage because of how weak he's become. Rames is just blindly throwing punches out there, no concern whatsoever for his stamina. Right into the body, collapses Rames right onto the mat. We appear to have technical difficulties, but that's it! Rames is done! That is it! The fight has been stopped with a huge body shot, knocking Rames to the mat. Here it is one more time. He tries to come in. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful collision. We have to see that again. Unbelievable. Attempts a leap-in left hook. Creed is absolutely ready for it. Sees it coming, goes right for that opening, and knocks Rames right on the mat. Rames never saw it coming. Thought he had an open shot right there. Creed cut to the inside and hit him with the right liver shot, I should say. Rames could not withstand it. Fell to the ground. That, as they say, is that. Adonis Creed has won, knocking Rames out in the 3rd round, as well as out of the tournament. Well-deserved victory, if I don't say so myself. Because of that, we shall go to the bracket right here. Give Creed his well-deserved 4 points, which represent a KO. Totally deserved. Rames just going too hard, too soon, putting everything he had into every one of his swings. No concern for energy, no concern for the long haul. As a result, tired himself out too early and took a liver shot, threw him on the ground. He could not get back up. Or rather, the ref stopped the fight. So, Creed moves on, and we will try to find out who his opponent will be in the second round when the Joker and Ice Cube take on each other. This is going to be a very interesting fight. I'm very much looking forward to this. But as far as this fight goes, well-deserved victory by Creed. Beautiful knockout. Beautiful, beautiful science behind that. It was just such a beautiful cut inside and right to the body. Reigns never saw it coming. Creed looks like he has a lot to prove to us, and I have a feeling he's going to go very far in this tournament. I don't necessarily have a prediction right now, but if I were to guess who would at least make the semifinals, I would say Creed would definitely would. I have a feeling that Creed will win his next fight, whether it be against Ice Cube or the Joker, but I'm not sure who he will face in the semifinals, so I can't say for certain if he's going to get past that. But as far as this fight goes, he definitely proved himself to be one heck of a fighter and someone to keep a lookout for throughout the rest of this tournament. But I'm going to end it there. Thank you all to those who came to check out my video for watching my video. I appreciate all the views and notoriety I can get. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And as always, take care and God bless.